solo canoe or not, you never get in it if any part of it is touching the land. You want to dump, that's the fastest way to do it. You get a lot of people who do this, just like a teeter-totter. You get in that, you're going to dump. You want to have it fully floating and broadside. Do that on the end. And when you get in the canoe, always have some kind of line. I can't tell you how many people I paddle with that don't have a bow or a stern line in their boat. And then they put it in the water, and there goes the boat, and they go, ah! You know?
Yeah.
Or else, if you don't have a line, what you're doing is concentrating on the boat not running away, and you're not concentrating on getting in and out. So you've got one hand tied up. Oh, I don't want it to get away from me. You got this in your hand, you don't. You want to always do that. When you step in the canoe, you just keep low. Step in the middle. Step in the corner. Spin a tip. Put both hands on both sides. Sit in it. Or one technique that I like to use is the water's shallow enough, you put your paddle over there, and you've got yourself a crutch. Just step in and sit down. One of the big advantages over a kayak is a lot of times where we're paddling, you got to get in off the shore or off a dock or something like that. You just step in and sit down. Just like that. It's easy. Now, once you're in, you're sitting. You can sit and paddle like Bob did. You don't have to get in any other position if you don't want to. And you can put your feet out in front. You can go like this. You can go like that. You can go like this and cool off your toes. You know, anything like that. But it's really, you'll have a lot more control if you can do it. If you get into what they call a kneeling position, and I wish they'd come up with a different name, because everybody thinks kneeling like in church where all the weight's on your knees. All it means is that your feet are under the seat. And when I'm sitting here, see my knees move, I got no weight on my knees at all. Or I can lean forward and put more weight on my knees. You almost never have all your weight on your knees unless you're going like that to see it, you know, on the seat. So, and by having your knees in the chines of the boat, you have a lot more control, a lot more stability. And also, as I was talking to the gentleman earlier, this is the very best position for your back. A lot of people switch to solo canoes because I'm one of them. Kayak kills my back. I can't stand it.
Me too.
Yeah, I know. And this is actually a therapeutic position. Back doctors prescribe chairs that are just like this. So by shifting your weight, you can control the boat without even using the paddle. And I'll show you a couple things. Hopefully it's going to come right. There's also a lot of advantages to single paddle over a double. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paddle straight towards you, and then take my paddle out of the water and make the boat turn.
Yeah.
Just from heeling the boat. If I did it the other way, it would turn the other way. You can help steer just by doing that. And the boat isn't going to tip because my body's still in the center. So you can maneuver the boat that way. You can make it handle the wind that way better, and it helps you to steer or to go straight or to work with the wind. The other thing, as far as transferring weight, that you can't do in a boat where you're just sitting in one place. And my wife loves to do this. Actually, she'd come out here and do it.
How to turn around? Cheater's way?
Another thing is the amount of weight is forward, backwards, controls if the boat's going to turn or not. You put a lot of weight in the back, or if you got your cargo, you put in the back, the boat tends to go straight. So if I go like this, and I lean way back, the boat goes straight. Pretty much. But if I transfer the weight forward, the boat will turn very easily. You don't really have to do much to make the boat turn. So if I do this, it comes right around. Wow. Because a canoe actually steers from the stern. So when you're steering a solo canoe, you're actually...
When you're in the rapids, is that kind of what you would do?
No.
No.
This is all flat water stuff. If you're in a solo canoe and you want to turn, if you're packing your solo canoe, depending on how you're going to paddle, and you want it to turn or you want it to go straight, you transfer your weight. Or on a smaller basis, if you're sitting up like this, it tends to go more straight. If you're wanting to turn, you lean forward more, it'll turn easier. So that's, and also our solo canoes, carrying cargo, camping, a dog, anything like that. It really works out better. They make solo canoes that are very stable and wide. They make solo canoes that are narrow and lively. They're all
That
different.
means tippy. Lively.
Yep. Although an instructor once told me there's no such thing as tippy canoes, just tippy people.
Rich, will you do the J stroke and show us how to go forward and what you do with the paddle?
Yeah. Well, some people have trouble making a solo canoe go straight. When you're new, you tend to just paddle on one side and then paddle on the other side, paddle on the other side. And you really don't have to do that. Another advantage of a solo canoe with a single blade paddle is it's a lot easier to sneak up on wildlife. Because if you're doing this, it's like waving your hand, you know, everybody sees you coming. I will, honey, but I want to show them something first. So what I like doing, something called the Indian stroke. Where I never take the paddle out of the water. And you come right up on deer and all kinds of animals that way, and it's a lot easier on the shoulders. But if you do the proper stroke, you never have to switch sides. You can make a boat do anything you want from one side. And if you're in tight quarters, a solo canoe like this is so much easier to maneuver. Like I put a slalom course up there, and if you want to afterwards, you get back in the boats, try going through that.
We want you to go through it, Turtle. We want you to go through it.
Oh, thanks.
Well, yeah, what
that's
you
right.
mean?
Also, if you heel the boat over,
Right.
you have less boat in the water and it turns easier too.
Who wants Turtle to go? We do. Raise your hand.
Bye.
You.
Disruptive audience.
Rebel.
Boy, I put those too close together. You know?
Now that you're doing it,
I think the wind blew them.
I think you have to go every other one. That's tricky. That's pretty close.
Wow.
All right, now we've got to prove that that's possible. Why?
Yay!
Jump over for easy.
Oh,
That's what sticker bushes in your hair.
that's what turtle makes us do.
What's that?
Jump over trees and jump under trees.
Oh,
You're not bleeding, you're not trying. Now that's how dirty.
You notice I lean forward when I want to turn?
Yeah. Stretch up.
One more thing, I don't want to get too technical, but there's something called rocker in canoes. And it's, you know how something will rock if it's higher in the center? And there's canoes that are built that way. Some of them are real extreme, some of them not at all. If you put a canoe on a flat floor and the front and the back and the center all hit at the same time, it has no rocker at all. That canoe, that'd be like the Nomad that Ness
Who
paddles.
wants to go straight and go back?
goes on the other end of this pond, doesn't try to turn at all, but you notice it was difficult to make it turn. But if you're in a windy lake, you want that. If you're in a really situation where you want to maneuver a lot, on whitewater, you want a boat that really has a lot of rocker, but that can be a real trial to stay straight going across the lake, so they're all a compromise. This boat is probably a little bit, it's in the middle, maybe a little bit towards the turning side, but and actually, if you're a new paddler, a lot of brand new solo paddlers, they want a boat that's going to go absolutely straight because they have trouble keeping it straight. So they buy a boat that really, in the end, they're not going to be happy with because it's not maneuverable enough. It goes straight real well, but then when you want to, you can, once you learn how to paddle properly, you can make any boat go straight, but it's real hard to make a boat turn that isn't designed to turn. So my boats that I favor most of the time are kind of on the turny side.
Much more fun on the little twisty, turny creek.
Definitely. And that's depends on what kind of paddling you want to do. But I have that boat like Vanessa was paddling, that's my lake boat. But I take that on fairly big lakes in the Adirondacks or something like that. And with Sandy and I go paddling, camping in the wilderness, we take that boat. The only big problem with that Nomad is we kind of fight over who gets to paddle it because we both like it the best for that kind of trip. Because it's on a lake, it's just...
You use a caterer to strip it up?